Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And we have an extra quest this week. It says 2 side quests. Here they are. We've got side quest Summoner Declassified. Technical problems. That's week 2. But that is not the one we're going to be doing. We are going to be doing the Phoenix Rising side quest. So there you get 1 champ. And you have to beat 1 opponent, and that's the Dark Phoenix. And this one has a cost. So you can do this one twice, and it costs 75 of the Dark Plumes. All right, and then you go after Phoenix. So how many Dark Plumes do we have? There they are right there. I have 198 Dark Plumes, which is more than enough to do it. So we'll get Phoenix, and we'll get a awakened version of Phoenix. And there's the rewards right there. It's the new Phoenix. And so let's take a look at the Dark Phoenix and the nodes on the Dark Phoenix. So Dark Phoenix is immune to bleed. Okay. The defender's healing abilities cannot be reversed from when this would occur. They're instead only prevented. That's fine. Alternating current. Every 7 seconds, the attacker is inflicted with a shock debuff, dealing 10% of the defender's attack rating. As energy damage over 20 seconds, each of the attacker's well-timed blocks converts 1 shock debuff into an energy resistance buff, increasing energy resistance by 10%. Okay, that's great. That is going to fit in with the champion that we're going to use today, which I'm not going to get to quite yet, but you do need to use somebody who can deal with shocks. We've got Hurt Locker. Using the same type of special attack twice in a row gives the attacker a delayed blast charge for 5 seconds, which may be removed by landing a heavy. If the blast expires, the attacker takes 50% of their health as direct damage. That's a lot. And we're not going to be using the same attack twice in a row. And then we've got Obstinate Charge, which I really need to pay attention to. So when the defender performs the first attack in any combo, the defender is stun immune until the attack ends. And then this goes on cooldown for 6 seconds when the attacker performs a well-timed block. So that first hit that comes out, we are not going to be able to well-timed block it. Now, one thing about Dark Phoenix is we want to trigger out special 2s instead of special 1s because she gets an unstoppable, and I don't want that. The special 2 is going to root us, don't care, and then it's going to do some damage, which the champion I'm going to use, he is right here, Count Nefaria, does not care about most of that. So, because she does energy damage. So the big thing here is Count Nefaria's body is composed of ionic energy, granting immunity to power steal and bleed effects, and 90% shock and incinerate resistance. That's super important because the shock resistance means he's not immune to shock, he's resistant to it. So we're going to take virtually no damage, and the shocks that we're going to get on us are actually going to heal us because of willpower. And that's the big deal. Okay, so let's get into it. We are going to go up here, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to open the gate. And we're going to go, and this fight's going to take a while because Dark Phoenix has 1.82 million. I am going to put a 15% buff on. We're going to put some buffs on, some boosts on for this. I have a ton of these. We're going to put this 20% on. And I have a bunch of these 30% that are going to expire, so we're just going to do that. And the rotation here is just going to be to do special 1s and then special 2s, and that's it. And trigger and bait out her special 2. And we're not going to be able to well-time block on the first. So boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And that was... Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we're just going to... This is the buildup right here. Ah, she hit me. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. And so this is where the damage starts happening. And we're going to build this up right here. And here we go. And I made a mistake there. Okay. And that was a mistake. She's going to keep doing that. We're going to go to a special 3. I'm going to hit her with a heavy. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. We got her down to 63% in the first go. That is not bad. So let's go ahead and I think I'm taking some damage from this Hurt Locker. No, I didn't, because I've never used a special attack twice in a row. So we've got... I don't want to use all those. We'll use one of these. I've got a bunch of these. And we've got a bunch of these. Because I've got a bunch of those that are going to expire. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. That was almost 50% in one go. So that just went on cooldown now. So now we can parry her. And I'm going to hit her with this special 1. And then we're going to try and get as much into a special 2 as we can. And I tried to get to it. All right, we're going to go to a special 3. She's down to 53%. Let's see what... We're going to get to a special 1. That gets us to 278. All right, here we go. Oh, that was a nice one. Okay, we're going to hit her with this. I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to heavier, and then we're going to get out of here. We're doing fair... Oh, I missed the button. Wow, I missed the button. Okay, there we go. She's almost done. Now she hit me. Alright, now we can go in. Hit her with the special 1. That gets us beefed up here. Now we're going to get out of there. And we're going to hit her with this while we got her stuff. This may take her out. Nope, not quite yet. I get one hit in. And... Oh, and she's in immortal mode. We got to watch out for that. It's over with now, I think. All right. And, okay. And only one revive. Count Nefaria survived through that. He did pretty good. He was sitting around 70-some% health for quite most of that second, most of the second fight. The second kind of part of the fight after I had to do the revive. And, okay, we got the Phoenix. Pretty good. All right, that is basically how you do it. It is not any harder than that at all. So that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.